Near the end of a Korean sesame oil line, dark amber oil enters a machine that looks far less dramatic than the roaster or press. The oil moves between steel plates, disappears behind a closed frame, and emerges clearer on the other side. Nothing appears to be cooking anymore. Yet this quiet stage can change what finally reaches the bottle. Too much fine roasted material can make sesame oil cloudy and heavy. Remove too much character, and the oil may lose part of the rich impression people expect. So why does this final filter matter after roasting and pressing have already done the difficult work? The answer begins much earlier, with something almost ordinary. Thousands of pale sesame seeds arriving at a modern Korean food factory. Before any oil appears, the factory must decide which seeds are allowed to reach the heat. Sesame oil begins with a seed small enough to disappear between two fingers. But when a factory processes entire batches, small differences become important. Broken seeds, dust, stones, plant fragments, and other unwanted material cannot simply travel into the roaster. Moisture also matters because roasting must be predictable from one batch to the next. Incoming sesame seeds are sampled and inspected before production continues. Modern cleaning lines can combine screens, airflow, magnets, and density separation to remove material that does not belong. The goal is not to make the seeds look perfect, it is to create a uniform starting point. A roaster cannot treat a stone, a husk fragment, and a sesame seed in the same way. By the end of cleaning, the seeds still look almost unchanged, but the first invisible control has already happened. Next comes water, movement, and preparation for heat. In production lines that wash sesame before roasting, the change is subtle but important. Water carries away remaining dust and fine surface material. The seeds are then drained, so excess water does not enter the next stage uncontrolled. Some lines may use additional conditioning before roasting, depending on the recipe and equipment. What matters is consistency. Sesame seeds entering the roaster should behave as one batch, not thousands of tiny ingredients with different surface conditions. Workers and instruments watch the flow because uneven preparation can lead to uneven roasting later. At first, there is still no familiar sesame oil aroma. The seeds are pale, damp, and almost plain. Then the cleaned sesame begins moving toward one of the hottest parts of the factory. Steel doors close behind the flow, and the ingredient finally disappears. The first major transformation is about to begin. Roasting is where sesame begins to become recognizable by smell long before any oil is visible. Inside industrial roasting equipment, heat moves through a constantly shifting bed of seeds. The exact roasting profile depends on the desired style of oil, so factories control the process rather than simply making the seeds as dark as possible. As moisture leaves, the seeds become drier. Their color deepens. Aromatic compounds develop through heat-driven reactions inside the seed. Movement matters because seeds resting too long against a hot surface could roast differently from seeds moving through the center. So drums, paddles, or other mixing systems keep the batch circulating. From outside, most of the transformation remains hidden behind stainless steel. Through a small inspection window, however, pale seeds slowly become golden and then deeper brown. Roasting creates the character, but heat also creates a new problem. The seeds cannot go straight into pressing. Cooling looks like waiting, but it protects everything that comes next. Freshly roasted sesame carries heat deep inside each seed. If the batch moves forward too aggressively, that remaining heat can continue changing the roast even after the main heating stage has ended. Industrial lines therefore bring the temperature down in a controlled way before extraction. Air moves through the seed bed while the roasted sesame is spread, turned, or conveyed. The seeds now look completely different from the pale material that entered the factory. Their aroma is stronger, their moisture lower, and their internal oil is ready to be released. Yet the oil remains trapped inside millions of tiny seed structures. The next stage must break that structure without turning the factory into a cooking line again. Once the roasted sesame reaches the pressing area, mechanical force replaces heat, and for the first time, the oil becomes visible. Freshly pressed sesame oil is not ready for a bottle. Look closely and the reason becomes obvious. Tiny particles from the roasted seeds travel with the oil as it leaves the press. Some are large enough to settle quickly. Others remain suspended and can affect clarity, mouthfeel, stability, and the way roasted character is carried into the finished oil. This is where production becomes slower. Instead of forcing the oil immediately through the fastest possible packaging line, many processes allow separation, settling, screening, or staged filtration. The exact arrangement varies between factories, but the principle is simple. Remove unwanted solids without treating the oil more harshly than necessary. That balance is important because sesame oil is valued for aroma as much as appearance. The press created the oil. Now the factory must decide what should remain inside it. The answer begins in the quiet tanks beyond the pressing room. Now the opening image begins to make sense. The sesame oil reaches the filtration room darker and less clear than the oil consumers usually see in a bottle. In many industrial systems, filtration happens in stages. Coarser material has already been removed, but finer particles still remain. A filter press or another food-grade filtration system sends the oil through a carefully selected filtering medium. Pressure moves the oil forward while suspended solids are retained. The oil emerging from the other side looks cleaner, but filtration is not simply a beauty treatment. The factory is trying to reach the intended balance of clarity, aroma, flavor, and storage quality for a particular product. That is why the filter cannot be treated as an afterthought. Samples are checked before the batch moves on. The sesame oil finally looks finished, but appearance alone is not enough to release it. Beyond the filter, the factory changes character. The slow transformation of individual seeds gives way to repetition. Finished sesame oil moves through sanitary pipes toward holding vessels and automated filling equipment. Empty bottles arrive in organized rows. Containers are positioned, filled to controlled levels, capped, and transferred forward in a synchronized rhythm. Workers are still present, but much of their job is watching for variation rather than touching the oil directly. At industrial scale, tiny errors repeat quickly. A poor seal, incorrect fill level, damaged container, or visible foreign material cannot be ignored simply because thousands of other bottles look correct. Sensors and mechanical checks help keep the line consistent. While operators inspect conditions, automation may not interpret in the same way. The raw sesame seeds have vanished completely. What remains is the familiar amber oil. Yet one more series of checks separates finished oil from finished merchandise. The last checks are less dramatic than roasting or pressing, but they protect every stage that came before. Bottles pass inspection for fill level, closure, container condition, and general appearance. Depending on the production line, additional controls may include detection equipment and sample testing before release. Packages that fail an automated check can be pushed away from the main conveyor for examination instead of continuing toward the carton line. Accepted bottles receive their final retail packaging and are grouped for transport. Cartons fold around repeated rows of bottles, cases close, and finished units begin stacking into loads large enough to leave the factory. Only now does the sesame oil fully resemble something from a store shelf. But the opening question remains. If roasting created the aroma and pressing released the oil, why focus on the filter? To understand that, compare what entered the filtration room with what is now inside every accepted bottle. The filter does not create sesame oil's roasted flavor. That begins in the roaster, when controlled heat transforms the seeds, and continues when mechanical pressure releases their oil. But filtration decides how that roasted oil is finished. After pressing, the oil carries fine seed solids that can make it cloudy and change the texture and character delivered to the bottle. Settling and filtration remove those particles to the degree required by the intended product, while the factory tries to preserve the aroma and flavor developed earlier. That is why the quiet machine from the opening matters. It stands between extraction and everything consumers recognize as finished sesame oil. Behind it are cleaned seeds, carefully roasted batches, cooling, pressing, separation, and testing. Ahead are only bottles and boxes. The same clear amber stream now enters thousands of containers. The mystery was never hidden inside one machine. It was the final balance between what the factory removes and what it chooses to preserve.